Hello world, this is Mr. Hawthorne, known as Sergeant Hawthorne, or Johnny Lee Hawthorne Jr. from Greensboro, North Carolina. I wanted to reach out to the youth because I'm noticing a lot of deaths, a lot of murders, a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world that can be fixed, that can be stopped. Like, no one has no control of you but you. So you make your own decisions and you make your own choices in life. You know? So why don't we grow up and become better as people, not just better as African Americans, but better as people as a whole, and try to make our societies better, our lives better, so we can live and enjoy our lives without having to worry about our sons and daughters out here doing crazy stuff, or our sons and daughters becoming victims of society because these individuals don't know how to act, because they don't have no self-control. I mean, I could have easily been out in the streets doing negative influences. I had several negative influences around me, but you know what? I chose to do the right thing. I chose to man up, put on my big boy pants, and change my life. Because I got tired of being a negative influence. I got tired of doing negative things. It's a point in life that it's not even worth. It's not even worth being tired of. It's not even worth doing the things that you do. If you got to think twice about it, why do it? If it's gonna affect you, if it's gonna affect your family, the most important part of it all is, like, if it's gonna impact your family, impact yourself and your life, why do it? It's already hard enough to find jobs. You know? So why make it even harder on yourself for your future? It's your future. You know? So why not go to school, listen to your teachers, behave, and get an education, and go out here and make yourself more competitive than going out here selling drugs and gang banging, you know, than breaking the law. Yeah, I see people saying they hate the police and hate the police that, but why we gotta, at the same time, why can't we put ourselves in better situations where we don't have to hate the police? You know, if you hate the police, you must be doing something wrong. That's how I see it. Of course, as I was growing up, I said the same thing. I didn't like the police because I was part of the problem. I was part of the problem. That's what I noticed. But now, as I grow up and realize that I don't even do the negative stuff, I don't even think negative, so therefore, I don't even hate the police. I don't have no hate for the police at all. They just doing their job. For the ones that do their job, you know? So stop blaming other people for your mistakes, for your problems, for your issues. Like, when I was growing up, when I was getting these trouble back-to-back, suspended back-to-back, I couldn't blame nobody but myself. I ain't never blame nobody else. I just blame myself. Even though my mom wasn't in my life, even though my daddy wasn't in my life, it was still my choice to go out here and misbehave and skip class. But at the end of the day, who does it affect? It affects me. It makes it harder on me to provide for myself, to provide for my family. So why should I continue to live that life? And then many of you all thinks that life is a joke, that y'all can just live out here and just do it as y'all please. And then when y'all end up behind bars, or better yet, it'd be too late. Better yet, end up dead. You can't think when you dead. You might could, but you can't think when you dead. But while you behind bars, you up there thinking, tears coming down your eyes, because you thought it was all cool and dandy to go out here and break the law, do drugs, sell drugs, And then when it hits you, it's like, dang, I need to change. Is it because you behind bars? You want to change now? Or is it because you realize that you need to change for the better and go in a better direction? I mean, come on, people. All we got to do is think. Think. If we think and put our brains to use for more positive influences into a positive direction, and then we'll be better off as people, period. And people out here, Black Lives Matter. In my eyes, all lives matter. But, you know, even though I am African American, all lives matter to me. It ain't just Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. If I succeed, I want to see everybody else succeed. You know, we got people out here making millions of dollars that's not helping out these poor communities or whatnot. If you got millions of dollars, why not lend $1? Or why not lend a community a couple of $100 or whatever? Improve the community so the community can overcome their obstacles. And the problem is with these kids today, excuse me. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is how I felt. When I was growing up as a troubled teen, I feel like nobody didn't really support me, even though they did. For instance, my aunt took me in and raised me. But at the end of the day, I was still at school, just being very unappreciative and giving my teachers a hard time when I didn't have to. And all they was doing was trying to give me an education. You know? Why should I put my guardian or my aunt through craziness? And all she did is took me in and raised me and gave me all the support that I needed to make sure that I was good to go in life, instead of allowing me to go to a foster home or whatnot. So I know I'm intervening like with a lot of mixture of different issues, different topics. But it's just a lot jumbled up in my mind right now, and I'm just trying to get it out. You know what I mean? I want to get out and reach out to these schools. I know I put out a Facebook status stating that I want to go out to these schools and tell my story as a troubled teen and how I changed my life and how I woke up, which I don't even know how I woke up, to tell you the truth. I just grew up. Let's put it like that. As you get in trouble as a troubled teen, when you realize that it's time to grow up, that it's time that life is not a joke, and then that's when you will step over and change or transform your life. But if you just don't care, you're going to continue to do the same thing. You're going to continue to ruin your life. Like, for instance, I came in the military, you know what I'm saying? I had a rap sheet. So I was like, shit, I'm going to join the military to strengthen my resume. I left high school with a 0.05 GPA, Dudley High School in Greensboro, North Carolina. I basically dropped out until my aunt called me and was like, Johnny, do you want to go back to school? You know what I said? I said yes. Like, I felt so good when I heard that from my aunt's mouth. Like, she found a school for me to go to, for me to finish school. I was so excited and so motivated to go back to school. I came into class early. I stayed late to make sure that I got all my work done and more done. I was 21 years old when I graduated high school. So when people present you an opportunity to go back to school, to stay in school, go back to school, stay in school, get your education, respect your parents, respect your guardians, and set your mind towards something positive in life instead of negativity. Negativity don't get you nowhere. But make you become a statistic. That's all it does. It affects your life, makes it hard for you to get a job. You catch a charge. Especially if you don't have no connections or whatnot, you ain't well off. If you came from a place like me, you gotta look good in life. You gotta set yourself apart from others so you can become more competitive in this world. You know what I'm saying? And like, another thing I want to do, I'm gonna start a podcast stuff for troubled teens. I started on it, but I haven't really completed one episode yet, because when I talk, I tend to pause a lot, and I want the podcast to come out right. So I don't know if I should do the podcast or just continue to make these videos like I'm doing now. But the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm concerned about society. Like, my passion is to work with average youth, because I was an average youth myself. I was a troubled teen myself. And I want to reach out to these individuals and help change their life, or help inspire them to do better in life, instead of ruin their lives, instead of destroy their life. But if y'all want to reach out to me, if anybody want to hop on board and reach out to these teens, to the youth, I'm all aboard for it. Just let me know your ideas, your plans, and if it sound good, I'll hop on with it. I'll help you out whatever way I can. And then another thing, I'm about to get out of the military, but I want to work. Like I say, I want to work with average youth. But I applied to a couple of jobs. They say they can't hire me because I don't have no experience. I don't have no experience working with average youth. But why can't they train me to get the experience? You gotta start somewhere. So they rather have somebody that's book sense, got the book knowledge and everything. I'm assuming, but even if they have book sense, shit, they still gotta start somewhere to get the experience. They still gotta start somewhere. But you rather hire somebody that got the experience, right? Well, why not hire somebody that can relate to these individuals that need this help, that need the real guidance? You know what I'm saying? Why not hire somebody that's passionate to help these individuals, and at the same time can relate, which the relation can be a strong bond, which can ultimately turn into success for these individuals, because they'll be excited to talk to somebody like me or somebody similar to me, because I overcame my obstacles in life. You know what I'm saying? So